Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Previously, I introduced Dia Ramadhani with student number 23412060 from class EKT 23A. In this video, I will explain material regarding bank health in financial market and institution course. Understanding bank health level. According to Iswi Haryani in the book Restructuring and Elimination of Bad Debts or 2010, what is meant by the health level of a bank is the result of a qualitative assessment of various aspects that affect the condition or performance of the bank. The assessment is carried out on various aspects, such as capital factor, asset quality, management, profitability or investment returns, liquidity or a company cash position, and sensitivity to market risk. The Indonesian Banker Association, or IBI, in its book entitled Risk-Based Bank Health Management or 2016, defines the health level of a bank as the result of a quantitative and or qualitative assessment of various aspects that affect the condition of bank classification. Bank Indonesia or BI through Bank Indonesia Circular Letter number 6 or 23 or DPNP has classified banks based on their health, namely 1. For the predicate of very health level, it is equated with composite rating 1 or PK1. 2. For the predicate of healthy health level, it is equated with composite rating 2 or PK2. 3. For the predicate of health level fairly health is equated with composite rating 3 or PK3. 4. For the predicate of health level less health is equated with composite rating 4 or PK4. And 5. For the predicate of health level unhealthy is equated with composite rating 5 or PK composite rating. Then based on Bank Indonesia Regulation or PBI, Article 9 number 13 or 1 or PBI or 2011, the determination of composite rating is regulated as follows. 1. Composite rating 1 or PK1 reflect the condition of the bank, which is generally very healthy, so it is considered very capable of facing significant negative influences from change in business condition and other external factors. 2. Composite rating 2 or PK2 reflect the condition of the bank, which is generally healthy, so it is considered capable of facing significant negative influences from change in business condition and other external factors. 3. Composite rating 3 or PK3 reflect the condition of the bank, which is generally quite healthy, so it is considered quite capable of facing significant negative impacts from change in business condition and other external factors. 4. Composite rating 4 or PK4 reflect the condition of the bank, which is generally less healthy, so it is considered less capable of facing significant negative impacts from change in business condition and other external factors. And 5. Composite rating 5 or PK5 reflect the condition of the bank, which is generally unhealthy, so it is considered unable to face significant negative impact from change in business condition and other external factors. Factor and indicator for bank health level assessment. The assessment of bank health level was previously carried out using the CAMELS method or capital, asset or asset quality, management or management, earnings or profitability, liquidity or liquidity, and market sensitivity or market sensitivity. This common method is used by referring to PBI number 6 or 10 or PBI or 2004 concerning the assessment of the health level of commercial banks. Then the method was changed to RGAC through PBI number 13 or 1 or PBI or 2011. RGAC is a bank health assessment model with risk management requirements consisting of risk profile, good corporate governance, earning, and capital. 1. Risk profile. The assessment of the risk profile in PBI number 13 or 1 or PBI or 2011 is an assessment of the inherent risk and quality of risk management implementation in bank operation. This assessment is carried out on 8 risks, namely credit risk, market risk, liquidity risk, operational risk, legal risk, strategic risk, compliance risk, and reputation risk. In practice, the risk profile factor is measured based on 3 indicators, namely credit risk using the non-performing loan or NPL formula, market risk using the interest rate risk or IRR formula, and liquidity risk using the loan to deposit ratio or LDR, loan to asset ratio or LAR, and cash ratio formulas. 2. Good corporate governance. Assessment of GCG factor in based on 3 main aspects, namely governance structure, government process, and governance output. Referring to the purpose of Bank Indonesia in the Bank Supervision Report 2012, it is concluded that governance structure includes the implementation of the duties and responsibility of the Board of Commissioners and Board of Directors, as well as completeness and implementation of commit duties. Governance process include the bank's compliance function, handling of conflicts of interest, implementation of internal and external audit function, implementation of risk management including internal control system, provision of funds to related parties and large funds, and the bank's strategic plan. Governance output includes transparency of financial and non-financial conditions, GSG, implementation reports that meet the principle of transparency, accountability, responsibility, independency, and fairness. 3. Earnings. Earnings or profitability factor assessment is based on 2 ratios, namely return on asset or ROA, or the ratio of profit before tax to average total asset, and 2. Return on equity or ROE, or the ratio of net interest income to average total asset. Profitability is an aspect used to measure a bank's ability to increase profit. The profitability assessment includes an evaluation of the source of profitability, sustainability of profitability performance, and profitability management. And 4. Capital. Capital is an assessment of the adequacy of capital owned by the bank. The aspect assessed in the capital adequacy ratio or CAR. The purpose of the assessment is to anticipate potential loss arising from risk-weighted assets or RWA that have taken into account several risks and to overcome loss from other risks that have not been fully calculated that have the potential to occur in types of bank health level assessment. One, individual bank health level assessment. This type of assessment is also known as self-assessment. This assessment is carried out by the bank itself. This assessment uses the 4 factors mentioned above, namely risk profile, good corporate governance, profitability, and capital. Number 2, consolidated assessment of bank health level. This type of assessment is carried out in a consolidated manner using a risk approach or risk-based bank rating. This assessment also uses 4 factors, namely risk profile, GSG, profitability, and capital. It's just that this assessment is consolidated between the subsidiary and the bank. In this case, the bank company is a company that is owned and are controlled by the bank directly, both domestically and abroad. Example of bank health level assessment. For example, Bank A conduct various quantitative and or qualitative analysis and assessment of the 4 factors, such as the bank risk profile, GCG, profit level, and capital of the bank. The quantitative calculation carried out by Bank A include the value of profit through comparison, risk profile, GSG, and the capital it has. After that, this bank will also carry out a qualitative assessment process of the 4 factors. After performing calculation and assessment, the composite rating value of bank will be known. The composite rating will indirectly affect operation and our business continuity. In this case, Bank Indonesia has the authority to lower the composite rating level of bank health if violation. That's all my explanation of the material. I hope what I convey can be useful for all of you. I apologize if there are any wrong words. I thank you. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.